currently, Vaughn and Amron are... I think you guys are already en route to the Quor headquarters. So Vaughn can learn more about this mysterious pharmaceutical corporation that seems to be pulling the strings behind things, including leaking the coordinates of the original location of the reality engine to other major corporations. Very strange stuff. Would anyone like to do anything in particular while you are en route to the Quor headquarters?
Nah.
Yeah, you know. All right.
Copious amounts.
I'll go visit Quinn.
Sorry. What was that? What was that, Vod?
I'll go visit Quinn.
Okay, cool.
Oh, the bird friend is doing his research and stuff.
Yeah, it hasn't been near enough time. Like,
Yeah, to figure out. The one thing we forgot to do is ask how to use the damn thing.
it's only been like
We got it! How do we do with
What
this?
does everything else do? Awesome! Let's go!
Ask about everything except what we need. Oh goodness.
All right, Vod, you approach Quinn's Quinn's quarters. There we go. Words are hard.
I knock on his door.
Quinn, you
Come
hear a
in.
knock?
Come in.
And I enter into his room,
Good role playing, guys. Really solid.
starting off strong.
Vod, welcome.
How you been, buddy?
You know. Resting, drinking, the usual.
You know, back in my time when I used to actually own a, did I ever tell you I used to own a porn company, essentially?
Interesting. No, I don't believe you ever told me about this.
Although I think it's dangerous to do that during the mission, I certainly am not alien to people who enjoy good drink and fine women, so...
That is right up my wheelhouse, let me tell you.
Tell me, Quinn, what did you do during your time with the monks?
So long ago, but I mean, I trained, and of course I've sort of learned their ways and of peace and all of that, but at the time I was a very angry young man, and I was really just using them to get stronger, and that's why when I felt that I had learned all I had from them, I left.
I see.
They're the closest things I've ever had to a family since I had a family.
Ah, I see. You know, I never really learned about your full name, your family name. I know Quinn, but what about the rest? Do you still carry your last name with you?
Let me fucking get out notes, because this may be relevant later. Alright, there we go. Come up to if you don't have anything planned.
Caught me off my guard.
Random name generator.
Yeah, right?
Fucking Vod's coming in here like, yeah, what was your sister's eye color again? Tell me now. No. We can come back to it as well. We can have you come up with a name, and then for now you can just tell Vod.
Yeah, my name is Quinn.
Yeah.
Cool.
Quinn expresses his full family name to Vod. How's that for narrating?
It's unfortunate that we may not be able to use the engine as originally intended to try and bring your family back, but you should hold on to that last name. It may not be something tangible, but it's certainly something you can hold on to remember them by. So.
As soon as you remember it, you can remember it.
No, absolutely. It is, not many people know it. I don't usually go by it, but it's never far from my mind.
Your idea of protecting the weak, children, those who can't defend themselves, where did that come from?
from the feeling of that helplessness, watching my family pretty much die before my eyes. I want to make sure no one ever had to go through something like that. Especially someone like me. I did nothing wrong. My family was good. They never hurt anyone.
They're fucking farmers. And then
Pretty
they just got
much.
slaughtered by a bunch of asshole villagers.
And it's not fair just because we aren't like everyone else. We were targeted.
This vampire hunter, is he the one who in some way incited a riot against your family?
From what it seems, from what his journal read, he is somehow found who we were and incited the village. They were going through hard times, and even though we were just farmers, we still were well off. And so that, in accordance with also our heritage, it didn't take much to ignite them.
I see. Quinn, I think it's time that we replace our truce. Let us do away with this truce between one another. And Vaughn will extend a hand out and say, because I would like to consider you a friend.
Sweet.
And Vaughn just stares.
No, I know. No, this is all RPing. Taking it in. It's been a long time since I've considered anyone even close to a friend. Like I said, since the monks, I've just gone from person to person and town to town, never really connecting.
Let me, he drops his hand and says, let me, if you will allow it, show you something.
Oh my god, what? Hold on a sec. No.
What?
Nothing.
No.
Do whatever you're gonna do.
This character doesn't, if I was role-playing a character that did that, I'd do it. This character really doesn't, you guys are the one who incite all the sexual innuendos from
I
this.
know, that's the funny part. That's the funny part, is you don't mean it.
I chose the name Vaughn. It's one of many previous names that I've shifted through. The reason I chose Vaughn is because Vaughn was the very first name I chose for myself. Are you accustomed to how changeling society works?
I've heard of them, but I've never really did much studying into them, no.
Basically, there's different ways of thinking with changelings, but one of the tenets is that most of us tend to assume different identities throughout our lives. Most of my people don't exactly stick with their original forms that they first had when they were born. They want to fit in with culture. Very rarely is it that they want to remain their origin forms. And Vaughn will look up at Quinn and say, would you like to see my original form?
Ooh, I want to see his original form.
If I would feel honored.
I will have to tell you, though, that because we are friends, we should keep it between us.
I can do that.
Alright. Player knowledge, everyone, not character knowledge.
Vaughn will slowly take off his shades.
Sorry.
And sort of lift his hands to the sides and say, ta-da!
Describe yourself.
Yes.
Vaughn hasn't changed at all.
Oh, snap, yeah.
There have been times when I have lost consciousness and the party has assumed that that was my original form, when in fact, I have learned that because of the way that my kind works, that I was simply reverting to a form that is somewhat buried in my subconscious known as Rodzi. This is my original form. And I've chosen it because it's the form that I haven't chosen since I was birthed. What better way to disguise myself than to change into me, the person I've never been before?
Interesting.
Makes sense.
So,
Bit
by
before
doing
my-
this,
Mhm.
by doing this, this is something in changeling culture that is rarely done. You don't have to shake my hand, Quinn, but I consider you a friend.
I appreciate that. Know that I trust you more than I have anyone in a very long time. Like I said,
That's good
and I
to
believe we can get there. You just have to give me time.
hear. That's fine. And
A very touching character development.
Vaughn will make his way back to his room and begin pinning a document.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. You may feel free to whisper what that is to me if you so choose. The ship is beginning to decelerate. Amryn, what are you up to? Oh, you finished your cloaking device, by the way.
Yay!
You wiped some sweat from your brow and stare lovingly at your new creation. Anything you'd like to do, Amryn?
No.
Nope. Okay, cool. Buckthorn, are you awake from your honey binge?
Kind of. Like half asleep still, maybe 5 more minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds a opportune time for 5 more minutes, in fact. Reeve, you have contracted bear claw fever, and, and will be sweaty and lethargic for the rest of the day. Are you frozen or are you?
Oh
I couldn't tell if he was frozen or just.
no! No, he's just RPing, guys.
He's just RPing. I can't tell if he's frozen or RPing, or if he's frozen
Breathe, let
and,
him breathe, Luke.
and maybe dead on the other end.
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. Oh my god. Reeve has bear claw fever. It's funny. It's funny to me. It's funny to everybody. All right. So the ship decelerates just outside of Dalcor space, and I will show you what you see. No, not that. No, that's a dick pic. No, no. All right. Can everyone see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Your ship just outside of the reach of a vast installation, part factory and part warship, as it hovers ominously above a roiling molten planet. It is flanked by 3 carrier ships equally well armed. Captain, hold on a second, sorry. Beep, boop. Captain, you are being hailed.
So yeah, Amryn's gonna go up to the deck and
Yes,
accept the hail.
Vaughn, I got that. All right, I see that you're there. Hold on, I gotta read something real quick. Neat! Oh, okay, alright, cool. Alright. You receive an automated message coming slightly distorted through the ship's intercom system, and everyone can hear this. Hello, unregistered vessel. Please present verification or be fired upon.
Oh god damn it! Fucking Zarkzy.
You have 5 minutes to comply.
Alright.
Vaughn appears on the deck and brandishes his Dalcor card, ID card.
All right. You are holding a Dalcor ID card into space.
And he hands it to Amryn.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Vod. Did I give this to Zarxes to show them that we have ID?
Xerxes takes the card, slides it through the computer. Verification accepted. Welcome, Calypso, CEO of Dalcor. Your private dock is now ready.
How did you get that?
It's not important.
Right. All right.
It's not important. All right. Everyone that's ready to go, please go to the top of the deck so I can copy paste you to the next screen.
See, we didn't even have to cloak the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quinn, if you'll be so kind.
I wanted to be over there.
I'm sorry, Buckthorn. I'm sorry. Here, all right, there you go. All right, you cruise closer and closer to the large space station. Very, very large, made of black iron, and lined with what appears to be like a solid gold trim across the length of the ship. It is emblazoned with the Dalcor medical logo, and quite well armed for a ship that proclaims to be about medicinal. It's about making medicine, which is kind of unusual.
It's like a drug cartel.
That it's so well armed.
Oh, jeez.
And you all are in the lower left-hand corner, and you're standing in the dock. There is a door to the north, and let me get some turn orders going here.
So we know nothing about Dalcor. Nobody knows nothing about.
As far as you know, it's a medical. It's a dispensary, I guess would be a good word. They are basically have a monopoly on medicine. Anything medical related is Dalcor.
I spoke to Xerxes about one of the vials that we got previously on a trip to the hospital. They're using some sort of, I don't know, warp shard technology, more than likely, to use
that was
as
at
part
the
of
hospital
their
where-
pharmaceuticals.
Everyone was kind of like brainwashy.
Yes.
Exactly. Funny how that directly ties in with these shards. They're a poison, and we need to eradicate it.
All right,
Interesting.
sounds good.
Also, we need to find Bella.
Who?
Bella.
Oh,
Belladonna.
that-
He mentioned this to you last week,
Yeah, that's
or
right.
2 weeks ago, Amron.
A wonderful woman who turned me into what I am against
Right.
my will.
I remember now.
I like it, Quinn.
I want Reeve to walk over to Quinn, or not Quinn, to Vod. Say, sorry, and say, I am not in any good place to help today.
Vod, you noticed
what
that
would
Reeve is drenched in sweat, and seems to be a little piquant.
Are you not feeling yourself, Reeve?
I'm not, and I feel like this is the perfect place for me to be for that. Use
I
me
completely
use
agree.
me as you will.
Excellent. So far, things are going perfectly.
And I want to just kind of like start stumbling forward towards the door.
And
The door
we push
opens
the doors
automatically.
open. Or yeah.
All right, the door opens automatically to a plain white hallway. It is flanked on all sides by oil paintings of Kalashtars, which are the psionic-based brown people. Can I say brown people? They're
Scaly?
It's like you're not even trying to hide the fact that you're making this a Mexican drug cartel base.
no. They're based in Middle Eastern, not.
I want to see what they look like. It's ruining it for
Are
me.
they
Hold on,
riding
wait.
elephants, Luke?
They are not riding elephants.
Jesus.
That's Indian anyway.
Relax. How uncultured.
Anyway,
Okay.
as Reeve stumbles through the door, you hear an intercom. Beep boop. Welcome to Dalcor. May health find you in mind, body, and soul.
Don't listen to the recordings. We need to continue.
I could use that health though.
I don't know if you want.
It's so funny because even if we find medicine for you, it's not going to fix you in real life.
You don't want it.
I kind of do.
You saw what it did to
Maybe
the others
we
in
do
the
want Reeve to
hospital.
get this
Reeve.
shit. Maybe he'll listen to us and just calm down for a bit.
All right, Amron, the rest of the party is marched into the hallway.
Okay.
For once, I'm trying to give you decent advice instead of trying to just leave you to die.
Did I see? Can I do a perception for like any cameras or anything? Or
Sure, that's a great perception check to make, but you need to be in the hallway
As
to
the
do
rest
so.
of the party heads to
yeah,
this
let me. I'm
grill
sorry. I was
ahead.
looking at Clash Stars. I'm sorry. Hold on.
She's not allowed to check for cameras in the hangar?
The rest of the party walks onto the George Foreman grill ahead of them.
Okay.
Oh, and before
very...
we enter, I want to poke Vod and I want to be like, if their medicine won't help me, perhaps the blood of that person you mentioned?
There will be plenty of that. Yes, Reed.
I'll keep that in mind.
You mentioned something you wanted to say, Quinn?
You seem very almost familiar with this place.
Yes, I am. This used to be mine.
Huh?
Really?
How? Why are you How are you working for Kappa now? Wait, what?
It's a long
whole
story.
place used to be yours.
No. It is
Okay.
the carcass of what used to be mine.
It's pretty clean. It's pretty clean for a carcass.
Actually, yes, it is.
Carcasses can be picked pretty clean sometimes by vultures.
Amron, you see no
Spot on, Quinn.
You see no forms of surveillance in this room.
Okie dokie.
I'm assuming you all continue on to the next room,
Open the doors.
where you are greeted by a catwalk and filthy factory floor. Just oh shit! Hold on, let me get these turn order out of the way so I
I
can.
want to do a little turn on the catwalk.
Wow!
Yeah,
Yay!
yeah, the catwalk.
Boo! All right. Below you, you see various packing devices and vials of a green liquid being packed into several containers. The factory floor is rife with Kalashtar workers. You are roughly like 20 feet above the factory floor, though, on this catwalk, which leads to another door to the north. Also, there's no sound effects playing here, but there should be. I'm sorry.
How many workers does it seem like are around this area?
This looks like you can tell kind of like a shipping and receiving area. Like this is where ships are loaded from. It looks like there's about 20 workers on the factory floor loading and unloading.
I don't see any of them.
Fuck you, Buckthorn. You're not even going to be here for 4 weeks. So.
Alright, well, fuck it. Let's continue.
All right.
Any cameras? Cameras?
Huh?
The same exact. Oh, shouldn't we be like sneaking?
It's perspective because you guys are like above the floor, so that it's actually smaller down there. Shut up, Reed. Sorry, what were you saying, Amron?
No cameras or nobody looking.
With the exact same role. Wow.
Exact.
You actually see a couple of workers looking up at you, and then they return to their work. There's something listless and lifeless about their
Fucking
eyes.
brainwashed, just like the
Man.
other workers.
That sure would suck. I want to move forward. Is there a railing here?
There is a railing on the catwalk. The whole catwalk has a railing. Reeve just fucking falls over into a...
It's the green medicine.
What are the workers doing? Like, what kind of work are they doing?
It looks like they're basically just assembly lining stuff. Like, some of them are screwing caps on, some of them are loading crates into trolleys, that sort of thing.
Hey, with a perception check, would I be able to tell if any of them look familiar?
Yeah, perception or insight.
Alright.
Or history, I guess, maybe?
Or history,
mean-
yeah, history.
You said history too? Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah,
if-
makes sense.
Nope, that wouldn't make any difference. We're just gonna see if we can spot them. Oh my god, a fucking decent roll. Remember this moment.
Unfortunately, you don't recognize any of them.
Ah,
But you know
yeah.
for sure that you don't recognize any of them.
Certainly. They certainly
Alright.
don't look like lines, I just don't know who they are.
Yeah. Entering the next hallway, you come to a four-way intersection, which, unlike the catwalk on which you were walking, is spotless. Just totally spotless and clean. There is a sign on the side of the wall. To the right leads you to reception. To the left is shipping and receiving, and to the north is security. And it's much quieter in here. There was supposed to be some loud sound effects for factory noise in the previous room, but my sound cloud isn't working, so...
So, why are we here exactly, guys?
Odd.
Anyone?
There's a number of reasons we're here, Quinn. Firstly, we think that more than likely the company that we're here, Dalcor might be working with Sasha, who currently has the engine.
The engine, yeah.
Second off, my history with this company knows that they have been doing strange things with the warp shard technology. As we have recently learned, it is not a good thing. So, if we run across it, we should more than likely take care of it. Lastly, I have a meeting with Bella.
She's that little Knoll, right? The old one?
No, that is Kiara. Bella, none of you have ever met
Oh,
except
okay.
for Vlad.
Bella
She's a
is the
vampire.
one who turned me into a vampire, Quinn. Against my will, just as your family was taken from you against yours.
Oh man, it sure would suck to be turned into a vampire against your will. Hey Vaughn, where am I supposed to go?
Quinn, you're not, or Reeve, you're not a full vampire. Your arm just does strange things.
Where do you need me? Do I need to go to the reception for medicine?
You can go wherever you want, but I would suggest following me if you want to survive.
Okay.
Into reception you go. You come to an immaculately polished lobby with more marble floors.
Would we not want to go to security and... Well, never mind. Vaughn knows what he's doing. Sorry. Go.
There are 2 marble statues flanking a large window that overlooks a bustling factory floor, different than the one that you came across recently.
It's really difficult to tell if my character would be angry or just kind of,
There's also
Yeah,
a
this is a
female
waste of
star
time.
receptionist sitting at the desk.
I'm gonna walk over to the
All right, I'll let you guys take 3 movements.
Cutting the chase here.
Reeve is like on the wall, like, oh god.
What about a perception check to see what the fuck that device looks like behind this girl?
There is a red orb positioned prominently on the wall, casting a red glow directly on the door behind the woman, which Reeve slowly seems to be inching his way toward. Let's wait for a second, Reeve, and see if anyone has anything to say about that, while I'm describing things.
I have a 24 for, like, cameras and shit.
Yes, this is clearly a surveillance device of some sort.
Okay.
Buckthorn.
Buckthorn can...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's probably not a bad... Never mind. I'll just go get him myself.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm pretty thirsty, so I'm gonna start drinking out of the pond.
Buckthorn, you stoop down into the fountain and just start lapping up water. The receptionist makes no attempt to stop you.
Alright, good.
Reeve, you feel a hand on your shoulder as you turn to see a blurry double vision of Amryn.
Reeve, let's follow Vaughn. It would really suck if we set off any alarms here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like the saddest, like, response ever. It's...
Good.
Amryn's like, oh, I get to slap this sick person around now. How's it feel? Alright,
Bully.
such a bull. Vaughn and Quinn, you approach the receptionist desk. She stares beyond you and says nothing.
Good day, ma'am. How are you?
Welcome to Dalcor headquarters. You have business with Calypso? She continues staring past you rather than making eye contact.
Yes, I do.
Do you have an appointment?
Actually, yeah. So what time is it, Quinn? It's difficult to tell in space, of course.
Luke?
Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to tell you that?
Yo, what time is it?
It's like 5:00 p.m.
What's
Like
this girl's
5
eye color?
Green.
5 o'clock
Right.
p.m. I believe the
Bright,
meeting
verdant green.
Like the color of that stuff? Is that what it's called?
It is the color green, Amryn.
Like
Alright.
warp shards.
Like the warp shard stuff.
Yes, a very similar neon green.
I was only being silly. It looks like I found something out. I solved it, guys.
I'm assuming you said that out loud. She does not react to it.
I did.
Well, anyways, whatever time it is currently, we do have an appointment with him. I'm just wondering where exactly he may be situated. We've never been to the headquarters before, you see.
It will be through the private labs to his office.
Is that behind you there, through those doors?
No. It would be, and she motions to the door, like she wistfully motions to the door to your south, past the two ivory statues. Yeah, where everyone is pinging. Fuck me.
Thank you very much. I'm sure we'll take a look around and check back with you later.
May you be healthy in body, mind, and soul.
Certainly.
That's Quor way.
I'm not.
They're all just Walgreen workers. That's all.
Can we get your photos made for you in an hour or less?
Be well. Thank you.
All right. What's the plan?
Vod's gonna push through these doors.
Okay. Oh, sorry. That's actually like a
windows.
giant bay window overlooking a factory floor.
Vod falls through the windows to the factory floor. I'll push these doors open.
You do notice something very strange. How luminous the medicine that they're packing into all their bottles is.
Interesting. Almost as something fishy was going on.
Almost as if. All right. Everyone is moving into the private labs, I'm guessing.
Do we know how mounted combat works?
Mounted?
Can I ride Buckthorn?
I knew it was coming.
In this one circumstance, yes. Under normal circumstances, no.
Because you're dying.
It's more like
Could I offer him a different mount to use?
Goat?
Oh, yeah. I'll lend him my goat, since he seems to be having trouble getting around.
you see me walk over to you, and I kind of like lean on you, and I just try to climb on you, and you're like, oh no. And then I'll get on your goat.
Reeve is now riding on a goat, very clumsily, I might add.
You
The
can
goat will
control
move
my
at half
movement.
speed while Reeve is equipped to it.
You can control my movement, Rage. I'll go where the goat goes.
Alright.
All right. Going through this door, I'm guessing. Let's see
Yeah,
here.
sure.
You come across another door, slightly ajar. The smell of chemicals is strong in the air.
Sorry guys, I'm having trouble finding my goat.